children. I'm really looking forward to sharing the story with you of the tiger who came to tea. Now I know that you met the tiger and Sophie yesterday when you shared the story with Mrs Shilton, and so today it's my turn to enjoy this lovely story with you. Now let's turn over and start our story. Once there was a little girl called Sophie. I think this is Sophie. And she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. So they're having a lovely tea, aren't they? So when the author talks about tea, they are having a cup of tea, but I think they're also about to enjoy some tasty treats as well. Suddenly, there was a ring at the door. So I think the doorbell has just gone off. Sophie's mummy said, "I wonder who that can be. I don't think she's expecting any visitors at this time, children. It can't be the milkman because he came this morning." So this is the milkman, look. He likes to deliver milk to Sophie's house for her to drink. "And it can't be the boy from the grocer because this isn't the day he comes." So this boy would bring shopping, would bring food to Sophie and her mummy's house. "And it can't be Daddy because he's got his key." And here's Daddy, look, with his keys. So of course Daddy wouldn't need to ring the bell. Daddy would just open the door. So Sophie's mummy thinks to herself and she says, "We'd better open the door and see." They want to see who it is. Oh, Mrs Fussey likes this bit. Let's turn over the page. Oh, Sophie opened the door and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. The tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you?" Sophie's mummy said, "Of course, come in." Wow, here they all are sitting at the table. Sophie and her mum and the tiger too, and they all look really happy. I think Sophie and her mummy are very pleased that the tiger has come to visit. I think if a tiger came to visit me at my house, I'd be very surprised, maybe a little bit nervous too. But he's a very friendly tiger. So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. He's sitting very smartly on the chair, isn't he? Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't just take one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. Up! And he still looked hungry. So Sophie passed him the buns. So I think these are the cakes. They use the word buns, but they look a little bit like chocolate muffins, don't they? Chocolate chip muffins. And the tiger is looking very pleased at being offered these chocolate cakes. He's got his tongue out, look, and I bet he's thinking, delicious. I wonder if Sophie's mummy's hoping that he saves one for her. But again, the tiger didn't just eat one bun. He ate all the buns on the dish. And then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. You see, look, it's all gone. So Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a drink?" And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug and all the tea in the teapot. So I think Sophie's mummy liked to make her tea in a teapot, so she would put her tea bags or her tea leaves into the teapot and fill it up and then pour it into the cups. And of course, when Sophie and her mummy have a drink of tea, they would use their cup. But the tiger didn't use the cup, look, he just poured it straight into his mouth from the teapot. I wonder what Mummy's thinking here. We'll come back to that a little bit later. And then he looked round the kitchen to see what else he could find. So here's the tiger in the kitchen, and here's Sophie, look, she seems to be giving him a little bit of a cuddle, so I think he's a very friendly tiger. He ate all the supper that was cooking in the saucepans. So he's eaten all of the food, I think, that they were getting ready to have as a family later for their meal. And all the food in the fridge. And all the packets and tins in the cupboard. Look at his cheeky grin, children, there. Look, he's definitely beaming. He's very happy. I wonder what Sophie's thinking here. She's looking up at him, look, adoringly. And he drank all the milk and all the orange juice and all Daddy's beer and all the water in the tap. So he's not only a hungry tiger, he's a very thirsty tiger as well. Then he said, "Thank you for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. And here he is, look, he's waving goodbye. Sophie's mummy said, "I don't know what to do. I've got nothing for Daddy's supper. The tiger has eaten it all." So Mum has got nothing to give Daddy when he comes home from work. I think Mummy's off work today, so she was getting some food ready. But there's nothing left. The tiger's eaten everything. And look at the mess he has made. Poor Mummy, she looks ever so shocked. And Sophie found she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk all the water in the tap. Just then, Sophie's daddy came home. Look, Daddy's looking happy. Look, I wonder if he will believe them when they tell him that a tiger has come for tea. So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. I can see Sophie's mummy here, look, she's using big wide arms to explain to Daddy what's happened to everything in their kitchen. And Sophie's daddy has an idea. He said, "I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and we'll go to a cafe." So they went out in the dark and all the street lamps were lit and all their cars had their lights on and they walked down the road to a cafe. So if you're lucky enough to have been to a cafe, you'll know that when you get there, you can order some food that's cooked for you and enjoy that. Now let's find out if that's what happens. So here they are, look, in the cafe. There's some other customers as well in the cafe and they're sitting at a very nice table enjoying some lovely food together. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping and they bought lots more things to eat. And they also bought a very big tin of tiger food in case the tiger should come to tea again. But he never did. And here he is, look. He's blowing his little trumpet and saying goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And that is the end of a fabulous story all about the tiger who came to tea. So what we're going to do now, children, is we're going to finish reading the story and now we're going to have a little think about the characters in the story and we're going to think about how they're feeling and what they might say at different parts in the story. So I want you to click off this link and click on the next link to find out what our activity is today about this story. Okay, see you in a moment.